Yo, 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 welcome back to the live stream. It's your boy Tokyo Stoner, and we are back in business. Today we're going to be checking out this Ghost of Tsushima 2, Ghost of Yotai trailer. Now, obviously, I've seen the trailer already, but, we're going to check it out. It goes without saying, I'm a big fan of Ghost of Tsushima 1. We ran that on the channel back in the day, and obviously, I'm not a fan of the time skip or the gender swap, but we'll save that for another video. For now, let's enjoy this trailer and see what's going on with this game. You lot ready? Let's go.
We are beyond the edge of Japan. People come north to disappear.
I saw someone saying Yotai is meant to be in Hokkaido. Let me just double check. It's nice that there's all this snow and stuff though.
You are hunting. And now, every Ronin here is after you.
Yeah. Yotai is a place in Hokkaido, Japan. So yeah, let's get it.
Still think you're the hunter?
Got the ghost mask on. I noticed that. You see, she's good, but it's broken. There's cracks and parts missing from it. So it's almost like a lot of time has passed. And I'm getting the vibe that she's like a descendant of Jin or something along those lines. Because why else would she have the mask of the ghost, right? So, I mean, that even looks like our sword from the original game. It might not be though. I mean, a lot of time's passed, so you'd have to be really taking care of that thing. But that guy got cooked. See, here when the music kicks in, I'm not gonna say the music's bad, but it really has a strong cowboy feel. Dun 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 dun, coming round the mountain when she comes. Ha! Coming round the mountain when she comes. Ha! Coming round the mountain when she comes. It's like that. It's like some real cowboy type stuff. And I get it because, historically with the cinema and stuff like that, it's a lot of, all the cowboy films, they were all inspired by the old samurai films. So I get the reference, but I'm not really a fan of it, to be fair. I really enjoyed in Ghost of Tsushima 1 just the full on, no holding back, straight up Japanese vibes they were going with. Obviously it's a video game, so there's a lot of superhero kind of element to it, but the music was very Japanese. The game needed to be played in Japanese. You could do it with the English dialogue, but the Japanese audio just took the game to another level. Not to say they're gonna have cowboy music in game, I'm just saying from the trailer, hearing that cowboy stuff, I was a bit I don't know about all that. Alright, Ghost of Yotai. So we got new weapons. We got a gun, a chain, like a sickle and scythe, a nagakiba, I think they call it. Alright, let's run it back. We'll watch it one more time for the memes. Yeah, at the end you see they got guns. She's got the sickle, the scythe on the chain. She still had the sword, and she was able to set the sword on fire, just like in the original game. You could set the sword on fire. So probably it's going to be a blend of the original combat, but with new weapons and new stuff added on top. I mean, how do you guys feel about that? In the original game, you just got one weapon. Do you get what I mean? Kind of like in Sekiro. And so the entire game was balanced around that one weapon. And they gave you a lot to do with it. I wonder how it's going to be in this game, now that we've got what looks like new weapon classes. I wonder how that's going to affect the balancing and stuff like that. So this wolf, I'm pretty sure this wolf is our friend, because at the end of the trailer you see her and the wolf rolling out together. Look at this stupid scrub. He looks like this reminds me of Afro Samurai. If you've seen that, at the beginning of Afro Samurai, he wipes out a mob, and there's one guy left at the end, and he's just talking all this trash about the #1 headband, and Afro's just swing, and that guy's toast. So yeah, I feel very much yeah, exactly, swing, you heard that, or he's more but he got cooked. So yeah, innit? With the whistle, it's peak. I think when they show us the hilt there, I'm pretty sure that's got to be a reference to the original game, where they're trying to show us that she's carrying Jin's sword. I mean, don't quote me on that, but that's the vibe I'm getting. I feel like she's even more on the ninja vibes than Jin. You know, like Jin in the first game, you start out fully as a samurai and you gradually become more and more of a ninja, so that at the end you're like a hybrid. You're like a samurai ninja. I feel like in this game, out the gate, she looks much more ninja-esque, like especially in the clothes. And when I say she comes across like a ninja, it's because she got the guitar on her back. So maybe the guitar on her back is like secretly a weapon or something. But if it's actually an instrument, you know, like back in the day, a lot of warriors, they travel around in disguises. You know, and a lot of the time they pretend to be like traveling performers, traveling musicians, traveling dancers and stuff like that. Her having the guitar on her back, in my mind, it really reminds me of like, okay, cool, you know, she's like a performer, like she's trying to stay disguised. I mean, I don't know how disguised you can be with those giant katanas on the side. But still, that's the vibe I get. I wonder what the mechanic is going to be about the guitar. You know, like how does that play a thing? You know that Jin, he used to play the flute, but it wasn't so visible on screen. You would imagine as a warrior, you'd want something on your back, like a sword, or maybe even a rifle or something. But like a guitar, I'm not sure. Either way, I'm interested to see what happens with that. Yeah, sword, chain, and scythe, rifle. Anyway, Ghost of Tsushima 2, coming out 2025. How you guys feeling? You hyped for this? You sleeping on it? The time skip, is the time skip enough to you know, put you off the game? Or are you actually interested in the time skip and you think that it's hype? And also the character, you know, brand new character. I think considering the whole like culture war, like political climate that we're in at the minute, I do feel like it's a big risk. Doing the time skip, for one, is always a risk in any storytelling you're doing. Time skips, you know, you have to be really good at storytelling to pull a time skip off effectively. But also switching Jin out, not only for a new character but also for a chick character, I feel like I said, given the current political, as in culture political climate, it's like it's a bit risky, because even if you have your best intentions, it's very easy for the audience to kind of read that as like, whoa, bro, like, hang on a minute, is this some woke stuff? So I'm sure, you know, the Blue Hair Brigade, they're on one side, but on the other side, you got like the anti-woke mob. And I feel like the anti-woke mob are going to be setting this game on fire for years and years and years to come, because of that decision. So maybe the game's good, maybe the game's not good. I'm guessing it's going to be good just because Ghost of Tsushima 1 was good. But I do think it's a very risky idea, what they're doing as far as like gender swapping and time skipping. Me as a fan, I'm not a fan of the time skip or the new character. I wouldn't care if the new character was a guy or a girl. I just don't like the idea of like all of a sudden we've jumped to a whole new character. I much would have preferred to have, you know, continued the storyline with Jin. I wanted to see what the fallout was of, you know, between him and Lord Shimura. Obviously, you know, at the end of I won't spoil it, but I wanted to see all of that. I wanted to see where they could have gone with that. And historically, the Mongols returned. They attacked the mainland of Japan. So I really thought that was the most obvious way to go with it. Do you get what I mean? You expand, give us a bigger map, you send us to mainland Japan, we continue to fight with the Mongols, introduce new enemy types, and push the story forward for our character, and maybe establish some more ghost lore, right? So that by the time you introduce this new character, we've already got such a strong foundation to move forward from, that like I'm still emotionally invested in the story and I want to enjoy it. Asking me to reset back to step one with this new character, it's a big ask. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think, how you get on with this, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Trailer's pretty cool. And yeah, man, we'll just stay posted, I guess, and we'll see what goes on next year. Is the PS5 finally going to have some decent games dropping over the next few years? Only time will tell. Find out next time on PlayStation Bull Z. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.